Hi everyone, I'm Minoli. So my question is, there are some times when we feel this is the intuition. This
There
is
is.
the intuition, the gut feeling which we are getting for something. Like this is the right thing. You feel it to the core that this is the right thing. You follow it. You just do everything you feel like doing, but in the end you find that it was not the right thing. You felt you'll get it, but you don't get it. So my question is actually how to know if it's actually the intuition or not, and secondly how to like make it strong if it's not the intuition.
Yeah, Grandmaster actually talks a lot about this. In terms of intuition, a lot of people think that it's intuition, but they get confused because we got mind and intuition. Mind, for a lot of people, mind is going like crazy. We get confused with intuition. We also take past experiences into it, and we take past experience emotions into situations where we think it's intuition because we think that's feeling. But that feeling is based on past situations. Let's say, for example, you've dealt with somebody who looks like that before, and it was a horrible experience. Therefore, when you look at that new person, your intuition, you think, my intuition says this is going to be a not very good person, but actually it's because of past experience, so it's not really intuition. That's why people get confused. How to get more in touch with intuition is a very simple process. It's simple but not easy. Simple process. And the simple process is calm the mind. Is silence the mind more, silence the mind more, silence the mind more. You know, for the past half a year, I've stopped now because I've realized I don't enjoy it and it's not something I want to do. But for the past half a year, I've did a lot of soul readings for people. Because I think I said something yesterday. Yesterday seems like a long time ago now. Yesterday, when I went up to the Himalayan mountains, there's something that I received which was a very weird thing. I started to see a lot of things. First I thought it was me seeing things and making things up. And then when I started to speak to the people that I seen, and then they were like, how do you know this, how do you know that? And I was like, oh wow, this is really weird. Then I started to accept it. And then I thought, why not test it? So I started giving soul readings, and people are like, oh my God, how do you know? So it's very interesting because now I can look at somebody's eyes and I can know your past. I can know the pain you're going through. And I can also know the future as well, the destiny path. So I realized that the time when I can't, like the times where it's a little bit cluttered and I don't have much clarity, is the moment when my mind is going. The best way to explain it is like this. You want to understand third eye, you want to understand how to see more consciousness. It's a very simple thing. If you take everything around you is just like a sea of turbulence. That's what most people are witnessing right now. Most of your minds right now, you're witnessing is a sea of turbulence. So it's like, imagine in the sea, there's this big motor, this boat, there's a speedboat going and a big motor, and you're underwater. What do you see? It's all clouded. How far do you see? Not very far, all clouded. So when it's all clouded, what happens is you see and you think, I think that's happening over there. I'm not quite sure, but it looks like there's something there. I think that's the path. I think that will lead me to this place. And then sometimes you get mixed up with feelings of, it feels right to go that way, but you're a little bit confused between feeling and thinking and what you see. So the whole sea of turbulence, how you actually deal with that is very simple, because using breath work, we can calm the mind. So imagine if you have a sea of turbulence going. Now, if you imagine that motor, the fan going slower and slower and slower and slower and slower and slower. Every time you breathe, it goes slower. So what happens when it goes slower? It becomes clearer and clearer and clearer waters. Now imagine if it goes even slower and slower and slower and slower, and it goes so clear, it's tranquility. You know, water? Tranquility. What's that? Clear waters. Now you're underwater, what do you see? You see every path on which it leads to. You see behind, you see in front. You no longer guess. So I think it's that, but no, it won't be like that. Intuition, I know. The moment you're still thinking, I think it's this, it feels like it is this, that's when you know. Maybe it's a bit of intuition, but it's still clouded. Intuition, you know. It's not guessing anymore. So, an intuition is something that it's not, for the majority of people, it's not really at disposal. It's an overused term that a lot of people talk about. But the reality, a lot of people are kind of making it up because there's too much in the mind going on, you know? So the secret behind it is learn, silence the mind. And you cannot do that with a morning practice. That's why I always say to people, I say that breathing, breath work, is not a morning practice. Breath work is all the time. Is all the time.
And there's a scientific reason for it.
Is that okay?
Actually, I was asking, I got what you're saying, but I am telling, you are too sure. You know it is going to happen. Still, it doesn't happen.
No,
Then,
but this is the thing. You know, and it didn't.
Yeah.
Then the knowing was wrong.
Okay.
It can't be intuition. It is what it is. Intuition, you know, and it is what it is. Intuition can't be wrong. Intuition is consciousness. It can't be wrong. It's there. It is that. So that means, so there's another part of it, which is, okay, let's put it this way. Okay. Let's say this, okay? Let's say you have a tribe. And this tribe is known to the whole world that they kill people. Okay? What happened was, 1 year ago, there was a finding of one member of this tribe come out, murdered somebody. 11 months ago, same thing. 10 months ago, same thing. 9 months ago, same thing. Every month it happens. Okay? Then what happens is, last month, you were one of the kind of half witness to this because you were nearby, but you didn't see. Something happened in the same type of spot, right? Now you have a few people. You have the tribe, and you have people who aren't part of the tribe. Now you're sitting there being a bit of the judge. What is your intuition telling you? Your intuition is going to be telling you, I know, it's definitely this person. Definitely, when you definitely know something, it doesn't mean it's intuition. When you definitely know something, you definitely know it still can be judgment based on past experiences, what you know already. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying knowing doesn't mean intuition. Knowing could be because of certain experiences you've experienced before, certain results you've seen before, therefore you think you definitely know. You get what I'm saying?